Hello everyone, this is CARLITO FLUITO from Training Rosas, and this is the recorded version of the Sunday sessions of 2022. And these are group sessions that are happening every Sunday, and they are totally free, open for all performing artists. And the plan is to continue with this format all over the year, giving you very valuable information so you can grow your career and enjoy a happier, sustainable, and healthy career. So let's start with the first session, which is about setting up healthy goals. Okay. And the objective of this session is to get 2 goals for 2022. Okay. And this session was originally done with a group of people on the 2nd of January of 2022. It's good. I invite you to have around a notebook to take some notes about what we are going to present. These are the contents of the session. We are going to have a brief emotional survey, and then I'm going to tell you a brief story about goals, and then I'm going to tell you something about training Rosas, and we are going to do a brief game and also a meditation and a little bit of theory, and finally a time management technique, extremely valuable, super useful, simple but extremely powerful, that is going to transform how you behave and how you relate with time. And finally, I want to hear from you. So in this case, you can type on the comments, or you can send me a direct message or an email. And finally, I'm going to introduce you to the next session. But before, I want to very briefly tell you a little bit of my story if this is the first time that you heard about me. And if not, you can skip this section. So who am I? I'm CARLITO FLUITO, and I'm helping performing artists to improve their mental health and professional stability using spiritual psychology and counseling within the career, within the professional realm. So mental health, I'm a psychologist, and I've been dancing for many years, and I'm going to show you, like, I started dancing urban dance, break dance, back on the days, like 15 years ago, and then I went to Denmark. And in Denmark, we formed a group of performing artists of different dances, and we were performing in different places on Denmark. Eventually, I left Denmark and I started creating my own solos, and also I directed a musical. So it was quite a good period of a lot of growth and a lot of creations. And then I started to combine my psychological knowledge and my knowledge on spirituality together with the dance and with the performing arts. And that's how I started to create this spirituality and psychology and embodiment workshops. But what happened? I was getting deeper into the academic world, and I was spending more time into the office researching, reading papers and writing them. And I got a place as a PhD student. However, this wasn't for me. It was very painful, and I stopped training, and I stopped working, and I stopped investing my time in my artistic professional career. And this was something that I couldn't handle. And that's why at some point I prioritized love and meaning in my life. So I quit with the PhD, and the pandemic started. But instead of stopping and saying, okay, I cannot go, now that I quit with the PhD, I'm not going to invest my time on my career, I did the opposite. I invest as much time as I had and as much opportunities as I had to start creating this format, these micro performances that I updated in social media. You can find some in YouTube, in Instagram, in Facebook. And then I created longer pieces like Testosterone, for example, which I presented in Brussels, thanks to TikTok Center. And also I presented in Spain, a different version. And it was like a solo of 20 minutes and 1 hour. So it was full time on. There was no pandemic, no excuses. I was going to do it. And also I had the plan of making this transformation and bringing art and bringing opportunities beyond. And I went to Africa, I went to Zambia and Zimbabwe, and I created the different performances with the people over there, and the dancers are amazing. And my goal and my moment where I am, I founded also an NGO called Kunika Zambia, and the objective is to build a theater over there for them to have a place to create, and also to start bringing performance from Europe. And if you want to know more, I recently published this book, 13 Letters since 2013. It's both in Spanish and in English. And I tell more about my story, combined with other questions like who am I and who can I be? Can I love? And can I make my life count? Which are three existential questions that are present in the lives of emerging adults, which is a period of time between 18 years and 29. So if you are in this interval of time and you have any of these questions inside you, who can you be? Are you able to love? And how to give meaning to your life? I recommend you and invite you to get this book in Amazon. And having said this, I will tell you emotional survey. What does it mean? We start every session introducing the participant. So we always have a space to introduce each other, saying my name is, I am from, in my case, I'm from Valladolid, I'm from Spain. I dance practice urban dance, contemporary and physical theater since 15 years. Physical theater is the most recent, is 2 years. I'm passionate about psychology and also about sharing this content and these Sunday sessions. And at this moment I have difficulty with finding the best format and finding the best way I can serve the audience and the performing artist. And I value a positive transformation for the planet, in my case. And right now I am, or I feel, and then we use this tool, it's called mood meter. So we value in the so on the part above is the level of energy. If I have a lot of energy, I'm above. If I have low energy, I'm below. And on the right, I have the positive emotions, and on the left, the negative emotions. In my personal case, I'm not gonna deny it, I'm a little bit nervous. So my energy is high, but it's not so positive. So then we have nervous over there, and then we have a bit worried, unsure, exclude. But there is this trick, this is a gift for you, how to transform nervous into excitement. Just think that this session is going to be amazing. You're going to get a lot of value, and I'm very excited of being here, sharing this with you. So the outcome is going to be positive. And now, little by little, I can transform these emotions into something positive. And I'm very excited of being here. I'm not nervous anymore. So I very easily move to the right. And I invite you to, through this session, you can be stretching, you can move, you can do exercise, because it's also very good for your body, especially if you are a performing artist, to keep it moving and not to be on a chair as long as I am every day. So yeah, keep on stretching, keep on moving, listen to your body. And with this, we move to the goals story, because the session of today is about goals, and we are setting up healthy goals for 2022. So this is the story of a youngster like me, and actually it can be many of us, but in this case is me. So I'm very overachiever and I want to do everything, and I'm always, thinking like, okay, when I get to this, then I'm gonna get to this, and then I'm gonna get to this. And that's how I built Raining Rosas, and also that's how I founded the Kunika Zambia office. But that's the point of always putting goals. And at some point, one is around this society of you have to be strong and you have to do it alone, and people don't quit and they are always working and fight, and the suffering and the reward is on the other side, on the other side of the mountain. And that's this Sisyphus tale a little bit, of how this rock has to go up, and we are effort. But life is practical, and there are many things going all the time. Like you have to send these emails, and you have to answer these messages, and then you have to prepare the food, and you have to clean the house, and you have to meet your friends, and you have to train, and you have to meditate. So it's this level of multitasking and doing everything. So this combination leads to many of us to get burnout. And this burnout is something that I have to admit that I have suffered several times through the last year. And, we basically end up quitting everything. So we set up 20 goals, and all of them, they are super big, and we try to do the 20 at the same time, and then we quit with everything and we say, okay, leave me alone, I want to enjoy my life. So this is not mental health, and that's something that in Raining Rosas, and me as a psychologist, I promote mental health in performing artists. So I want to avoid that you end up burnout, but I want you to grow and I want you to continue. So we are going to set up goals in a healthy way so you can move forward in your life without burning out. Okay, so Raining Rosas. Raining Rosas, first of all, is a physical theater company. We are doing creations and we are doing performances, and we focus on the innovation and the combination. So we want to put the circus artist together with actors and with theater skills together with them. So we want to mix all of this to create something that is unique, something that is appealing for the audience, and something that they want to enjoy. They want to come back to the theater. That's the goal. So the audience come back to the theater. And on the other hand, we are also doing artistic projects in Africa, as I mentioned, because we believe like the continent is growing, the people are growing and evolving, and that's so important, no? Like they have an artistic platform for them to express. We have three focus within the counseling for artists. So first we have the creative, sustainable, and healthy career. That's the goal, no? How to build a creative, sustainable, and healthy career. So concerning the artistic aspects, we have created different methodologies and trainings and different creations, which will be presented in other sessions of these Sundays. One of them is the Tamos methodology, pretty known for those that have been following Raining Rosas for a while. And then we have professional skills concern entrepreneurship and production and financing. So in my personal case, I'm also studying business management. So how to apply all this knowledge that I'm learning about how to run a company, how to run an independent worker, because at the end of the day, an artist nowadays is an independent worker, right? So production topics and production content about how to move your piece, how to create it, how to spread it, and finances, how to balance or how to find budget from different entities. And finally, the focus, the mental health, okay? So we have the psychological help for performing artists, apart and besides of the support group. So with these Sunday sessions, we are creating the support groups where you will meet other artists and you will have access to them, either to create new performances with them or just to share your experiences. And also you can have a group that is tracking you, so you can commit to some goals, and then you have the support of having some people together with the goal. We are offering individual sessions like this one with a lovely person, human being Lucas, which is a circus artist here in Spain. And we do one-on-one sessions where we go deeper into what are his needs at the moment and what is exactly the best way to serve him, right? And then we have different online courses and educative content. In this case, this is concerning the creative aspects. So it's the 3 steps to start your next performance. It's a mini course, is straight to the point, a lot of valuable information. And if you are stuck on starting a performance, on creating the first performance, this is going to be wonderful for you because it's going to unlock a lot of your creativity and it's going to put you in the right path of making it happen. And if you want to know more, in the YouTube channel of Raining Rosas, there is also this podcast episode together with other podcast episodes. And we discuss here different values and the vision of the company and where we are moving it forward. So we are going to do a game, okay? Guys, let's start with the goals. And this game is, I don't want you to create this anxiety or to have these thoughts or, negative emotions. This is for you to enjoy, okay? So what we are going to do is you are going to visualize your best possible future self in 5 years, okay? And this is an exercise of 2 minutes that I invite you to do it with me now in the video, okay? So just close your eyes, breathe in deeply, connect with your body. Breathing in, let the air comes to you, and breathing out, get relaxed. This is a game we are just visualizing, and we are gonna visualize ourselves in 5 years in the future. And we are gonna imagine our perfect day. So we wake up in the morning, and where are we waking up? Who are we waking up with? So where are we? In which country? In which country are you? Or in which house? With which person? And then what is the routine that you do in the morning? What are the activities that you do when you wake up? Do you do stretching, meditation, exercise? How is your diet also? Are you eating? Are you fasting? And then when you go to work, how is your work? Do you work for yourself? Do Do you work for other people? Are you in a company? Maybe are you traveling? Are you presenting that day of creation? How is that perfect day? How is the morning? And the people that you work with, how are they? Who are you working with? And then you go through the day, and then you have lunch. How are you having lunch with? How is that relationship with them? How is the food? And on the evening, on your free time, what are you doing on your free time? How do you spend your free time? And with whom do you spend your free time? Or maybe it's a long time. And what are the feelings that you feel throughout the day, on the evening? And with your family, how is your relationship with your family? Do you call them? Do they live close to you? And your friends, who are your friends? And eventually, towards the evening, towards the dinner, are you studying? Are you learning something new? Are you deepening in your spiritual practices? To finally going to sleep? And how do you feel when you go to sleep? And who are you sleeping with? And where are you sleeping? I'm breathing in deeply, locking these emotions inside you, and relaxing, and letting your eyes open. Yeah. So welcome back. This is the exercise, okay? So it's about visualizing, feeling inside, what is your perfect life, your best possible future, okay, in 5 years. And this is total and limitless of, you have all the resources, all the money, all the people, all the time, to do whatever the best is. So now the second part of the exercise is about writing it, okay? So write your best possible future self in 5 years. You can stop the video if you want to do it now, and I recommend you to stop the video, take the notebook, and write it, okay? Just take some time, between 5 to 10 minutes, and really go deep, go broad, write as much as possible, and be fully present with your intention, okay? And this is how we set up goals. We set up goals for life, because we have a vision for life, and then goals help us moving closer to that vision, okay? So please stop the video now and take your time to write, and then we can continue. And we go for meditation exercise, okay? And I hope you have written already your goals. You are very clear on where are you moving, your life vision, you are going there. And now we move to the creative visualization. So again, stretch up your body, stretch up your spine, breathe in deeply. And with the breath out, let your eyes close. And I want you to imagine that now is 1 year on the future. So 12 months have passed from the moment that you are now. And everything that could happen that is good for you has happened. So you are there, living happily, and you look around and all these goals that you had set for yourself, they are already accomplished. And you are enjoying that life, living that life. And this can be career, financial, personal, intellectual goals. And you think, wow, such a year. It was so good. Everything was right for me. And then you start looking back on all the things that have happened in the previous 12 months. How every action got into its place for you to get there. And then we go 6 months back. So in 6 months back, which are 6 months into the future, what has already happened in 6 months for you to arrive to this perfect year, to this perfect 12 months? What has been all the actions, all the things? Where are you in your path towards the 12 months? In this middle point, what are all the things that has happened? How they have happened? And all the things that are going to happen. And then we can go 3 months back. And again, realize that in 3 months, many other things are already happening, and many other things are going to happen. So you look from these 3 months, all the things that are already going on, all the people that you're talking with. So you arrive to these 12 months. And then we go back again, and it's only 1 month from now. And you notice all the things that you are planning, all the things that you are starting to do, and all the things that are coming in front of you. So you will arrive to these 12 months in the best possible way. And from this month, we go back, and we come back to the present, we come back to the now. And you can breathe in deeply, and with the breath out, open your eyes. Wonderful. So we are here again in this brief exercise of 3 minutes, already gaining a lot of clarity on how all these steps get ordered in front of us, right? So we're gonna go for the theory. So now we put our hands to work, we have put our mind to work, we have written our vision. Now we have these 12 months like decomposed till the present moment, and now we are going to move to the goals, to the theory, okay? So we are going to set up SMART goal, and I want you to choose 1 or 2 maximum, and this is gonna be the smartest. You are going to understand smartest now. So what is the smartest goal that is going to help the rest of the projects, okay? So what is these 1 or 2 goals that are going to facilitate and make the rest to come very easy for you? So why do I say SMART? Okay, SMART is this model that you might know. They use it a lot in companies because it's very precise and it's very measurable and objective. Okay, so specific. We are going to choose a goal that is straightforward, 1 line, 2 lines that we can read and understand. And it has to be specific. Be happy is not very specific. Okay, measurable. We need to measure. So be happy, we cannot measure it, but every day when we go to sleep, we rate our happiness from 1 to 10, and we say, okay, today I felt 7, and then the goal is every week I'm gonna feel 7 on average of happiness. So then we have measure. So we measure it. It's measurable. Attainable. If we say every day of the year, 365 days, I'm gonna feel 10 of happy every day. It's not so attainable, okay? So we need to choose something that is ambitious, but that we can get, okay? So it's something outside of our comfort zone. It's our growth zone, okay? So something attainable, but something that also motivates us and is ambitious. It's relevant, something that is important, okay? We need a why in life. We need a reason why we're doing what we're doing. So this relevant is, okay, why am I choosing this goal? Why that is important for me? So it's important to be happy for me? Yes. It's important to present my creations? Yes. It's important to live at peace? Yes. So we choose something that is relevant for us. And then time-based, okay? So we are going to put a finish line. So after this finish line, we should know if the goal is achieved or not. So this can be weekly. For example, with the example of the happiness that I put before, this can be monthly. You know, like at the end of the month, I will finish my first performance and I will start moving it. Or I will have done at least 2 minutes of choreography. So you choose your goals, but you need to put specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, the time base. Okay, so this is a technique, and I invite you to apply it. And now I'm gonna give you some examples, some life categories to guide you a little bit. So the life areas that I'm using here are health and fitness, intellectual, emotions, character, spirituality, love and relationship, social, family and friends, career, financial, quality of life, artistic, and life vision. You can stop the video and choose the goals that you want. I'm gonna give you a couple of examples, okay? So health and fitness is about your body, intellectual, things you are learning, emotions, how you are feeling, character, if you want to change something on your personality, if you want to be more or less social, spiritual, if you have a practice of spirituality, or if you want to be more at peace, for example, or more connected to nature. Love relationship, if you have a romantic partner or you want to have a romantic partner. Social, family and friends, how much time are you spending with them and if it's quality time. Career, how are you growing in your career. Financial, in your bank account, how many numbers and digits are there. Quality of life, where are you living? How is your environment? If you are in a room that is clean or dirty, or that is beautiful or not. And then artistic, about if you are creating, if you are developing new creations, no? And life vision, you can include other examples. And I'm gonna show you some of my examples, okay, and some of my goals. So spiritual and emotional. I'm going to meditate at least 5 nights per week before going to sleep during the next month. Very smart goal. It's specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-based. Financial. I will earn 5,000 euros per month or more in August or by August of 2022. So I need to find ways to make money from different places, so then I get to this 5,000 euros per month. Career. I'm going to build the Kunika Zambia office before the end of 2022. The same. This is the goal, and then it has a lot of steps in between. So I need to create the budget, create the plan, talk with architects, find the techniques of building, find the donors, find the plot. So there are many things, but that's the goal. And this serves me as a guide to move. Life, vision, and environment. I'm going to live in the office of Kunika Zambia by the end of 2022. And that's it. So here is very interesting because I'm releasing this publicly, and it's the beginning of 2022. So this is another technique of commitment. You know, if you share your goals, you are committing with yourself because you are exposing. So at the end of the year, me and you and everybody will know if I reach or I didn't reach my goals. So I invite you also to make them public and to share them, and to remember that this is not a yes or no. This is always, it's moving your life towards this vision, okay? So even if I don't get to this 5,000, or if I meditate less, or if the office is not finished, at least I'm moving forward towards that life that I want to live, okay? And I mentioned the life area, so you can stop here also. Choose one, choose two, and write a SMART goal, okay? That is measurable, and that is relevant, and that has like a time in the future. And with this, we are gonna go for the super technique, the time management technique that is going to revolutionize your life and your year, at least. And this is so simple, but so powerful, and I'm using it a bit every day now. So in this blog, Wait But Why, very recommendable, very good. I very advise you to take a look at it. It's very fun, very insightful. It has a post, it's called 100 blocks a day, okay? So we spend 16, 17 hours awake every day. And when you divide this in blocks of 10 minutes, then you end up with 100, okay? More or less. So now, how you spend each of these blocks of 10 minutes? This is the insight that you are going to gain. Because maybe you are checking the phone, you're checking Instagram, or this YouTube video, it will be half an hour. So this is already 3 blocks of your day. And if you stop and did the writing exercise, maybe it's 4 blocks. So then it's about being conscious of how you spend your time. You know, that's the important thing that we are achieving here. So I really recommend you this blog. And the technique that I practice is just observe, stop and watch. So I use a stopwatch. Actually, I have it here open. And whenever I start an activity, I press play. And then I measure the time. And when I finish the activity, I press stop. And this is just about observing. You know, I don't try to modify, I don't try to change. I just want to gain awareness on how much time it takes to do the things that I'm doing. So I'm doing this for the shower, I'm doing this when I'm cooking, I'm doing this when I'm eating, when I'm going to places. And especially, the most powerful is when I'm using the phone. So when I take the Instagram, for example, and I start checking Instagram, I put the phone before, and then at the end I check it. And if it's 20, 30, 40 minutes, I say like, wow, like 4 blocks of my day, they just gone away. You see? And meditation sometimes is 1 block, is 10 minutes. Exercise, it can be 1 or 2 blocks, 20 minutes. So then we gain a lot of power and awareness on how our time is going. And that's the importance of always having the goals in our mind. Is this activity moving me forward towards my goals? Is helping me to achieve my goals? Or is it distracting me and moving me away? And that's a very relevant and important question. So here we are only increasing the awareness. And of course, if there are activities that you enjoy to do, wonderful, and keep on doing them. You know, there is nothing bad about it. This is just knowing what happens with our time. in a more objective way. Okay, super powerful technique. I totally recommend you do it. So please just press play from time to time and gain insights. And now it's your turn. This is a video, it's a recorded version, so I cannot listen to you. But of course, please write in the comments or DM me or send me emails with your questions, okay? And I will answer as much as possible, and depending on how much time available do I have. If you have specific questions, please do. Then help me to help. This is very important and very relevant for me and for running Rosas and for the community, no? So if you think that this video is valuable, if you think that this video has given you insight or has helped you to set up healthy goals for 2022, then which friend do you want to invite to the next session, or which friend do you want to share this video with? Okay? And of course, Sunday sessions are going on in 2022. So please come to the next session because it's much more interactive, and then I can get to listen to you and talk with you and help you in a more personalized way. And feedback. For those that are interested, I always share an email with some feedback for me, for improving these sessions, for serving better to the community, and for helping more. And I ask you these 5-6 questions, very straightforward. What is your emotional state at the end of the session? What you have liked? What is the most valuable thing for you? What do you want for the next session? What do you want less for the next session? And which topic would you like me to include and to cover in one of the sessions? Okay? And then it's a very short Google survey and also video ask where you can film yourself, because I love to see faces, because this is human to human. I'm a human, you're a human, but I love to know that there are people beyond the screens, no? Because we live in this screen wars all the time. And I present you with a weekly challenge for you, which is about stop and watch, basically. So I invite you to review and rewrite your goals, and also to keep this exercise of the best self. So this is the week where I'm publishing the video. Stop and watch. Just measure your time, go through the goals, and be connected with who you are and who you want to be, okay? And for the next session, the next video will be about mental health. That's the focus. Today was more about professional. Next is mental health. So we will be focused on stress and anxiety, okay? We are going to learn some breathing techniques, and we are going to relearn how to relate with our own emotions, okay? And that's enough for me for today. Thank you very much. And here is the email, here is the WhatsApp number also if you want to reach me out directly. And thank you very much for being here these 30 minutes. And I hope it was useful, and see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.